One of the fundamental principles of project planning is the theory of triple constraint. The triple constraint describes interaction between the three variables associated with delivering any project. They are cost, the amount of money needed to complete the project; time, the duration of the project in days, months, or even years; and scope, the work or tasks that need to be accomplished to deliver the desired project results. When planning the project, it is not unusual to be challenged by the stakeholders to reduce the amount of resources required, cost, or to get things done more quickly, time. The triple constraint rule shows that you cannot change any of these parameters without affecting at least one of the others. For example, if your stakeholders want the project to be delivered more quickly, this can only be done by adding resources, thus increasing costs, or by reducing the project scope, or both. If your stakeholders want the project to be delivered at a lower cost, this means taking away resource, thus increasing the time, or again, by reducing the scope of what is being delivered. You may have noticed that quality is shown in the center of the three constraints. Quality is how well things get done. Quality is in the center of the triangle because it can be affected when any of the other three parameters are changed. Consider the example of a contractor hired to paint a house. The homeowner doesn't like the quotation and wants to reduce costs. Painting the house trim is definitely within scope, so he cannot cut corners that way, but there are no constraints as to what kind of paint to use. So the contractor decides to use an inexpensive paint. This will affect project quality because brand X won't last as long, and the owner is likely to be very disappointed. The triple constraint model is an excellent tool to use with your stakeholders to help set realistic project constraints against the desired scope. When discussing the triple constraint, ask your sponsor which is more important: time limit, scope mandates, or cost. Alternatively, you can ask which constraint is more flexible. In other words, what can you give up? Clarify what is most important to your sponsor and manage the project accordingly.